Just a few quick announcements before I get started with this analysis. First of all, Big Joe Productions, the parent company to this YouTube channel, has become a finalist for a business award, Startup Superstar. Wish me luck, or not, you do you. Secondly, hey, we're actually up to two-choice question. The first story I was going to analyse, but I've just been getting so many awesome suggestions from you guys that I've been putting it off. But now, we're finally here. And finally, just a reminder that if you want to see the script and research notes for this analysis or any of the other analyses, you can find them on my Patreon and view them for free. There are also outtake reels for anyone who pledges $1 a month. And with those out of the way, let's get started. Episode 10 has got to be one of my favourite episodes, considering that all the stories in episode 10 are implied to be taking place within the same day. 15 minutes and 21 seconds into episode 10, and you will begin a story called Two Choice Question, which is based on the Takagi-san manga chapter 41. We start with Nishikata and Takagi walking home together right off the heels of Invitation, the story before, which ended with Nishikata asking Takagi to walk home with him. He did this because he wanted to carry out a plan to embarrass her, but he doesn't quite know how to get the ball rolling. Takagi sees a vending machine and asks Nishikata if he'd like a drink, to which he says he would. However, nearly all the drinks are sold out except for two: sweet red bean soup and woodworm juice. On realizing that he would probably regret his decision no matter what he chose, Nishikata decides that this situation is perfect to start his plan. He buys one of the drinks and hates it. Takagi laughs at him for buying a drink that was obviously going to be bad. Nishikata gets the ball rolling on his plan as he asks Takagi a two-choice question. If you had to drink a really tasty juice that gave you a fever, or a really disgusting juice that didn't, which would you choose? After some thought, Takagi asks Nishikata if he would come visit her if she got a fever. Nishikata is confused as to how that would change the answer, but Takagi insists that it is very important. After claiming that he would come visit her, Takagi decides that she would rather have the good juice. And just going to put this out there, is anyone else hoping that this is foreshadowing for a later story where Nishikata takes care of Takagi while she has a fever? Nishikata realizes that his plan to fluster her with an impossible question isn't exactly going the way he wants, and ponders giving up on it, but then decides that it's way too early to stop now. He asks his second question: would you rather not be able to tease me, or not get allowance for the rest of your life? Takagi almost instantly states that she'd rather not get allowance, as she has enough New Year's money to get by until the end of middle school and could get a job when she gets into high school. It is at this point that Takagi has figured out what Nishikata is trying to do, but when she asks if his plan is to fluster her with impossible questions, he, as per usual, denies it. It's at this point that Takagi takes the ball into her own court, and this is where the best part of the story begins. Takagi asks Nishikata the most important question in the story and potentially the entire show. Would you rather be teased by me forever, or have me disappear? Nishikata ponders for a while, but ultimately decides he'd rather be teased forever. This was one of the most important moments in the show, for me anyway, and the reason I analysed this story in the first place. It confirms for the audience that despite the confrontational nature of Takagi and Nishikata's relationship, they do genuinely enjoy their time together, and Nishikata would rather suffer Takagi's worst aspects than lose her forever. Takagi makes a comment about Nishikata enjoying being teased, but Nishikata denies it outright. He states that he doesn't like being teased at all, but losing her isn't what he wants. Takagi asks if this means that he always wants to be with her, and he becomes too flustered to answer. Takagi then really gets on the offensive, asking Nishikata, would you rather get zeros on all your tests, or kiss me? The manga just had him failing the tests instead of getting outright zeros. Unlike the previous question, this one only has one real answer, and this is something that Nishikata quickly realizes after considering all the consequences of critically failing his tests. Nishikata says that he'd choose not to get zeros. Takagi asks him to elaborate. She doesn't really want to know his answer to this question, she just wants to hear him say that he would rather kiss her. She's not going to let him weasel out of it that easily. Nishikata confirms that he would choose the one with the kiss, and Takagi gives him a look of smug satisfaction before putting on a serious face, likely to compose herself before she does something that never happens in the manga. She puckers up and begins to lean towards Nishikata. Nishikata and the audience believe that she is going in for a kiss. Nishikata is filled with so much anxiety that he closes his eyes. Takagi then starts to talk and Nishikata opens his eyes. Turns out she was just getting close to compare their heights, a callback to the first story of the episode, Who is Taller? As they continue to walk, Nishikata states in his head that he now understands the two-choice question and how it works. One question has to be impossible, the other one has to be embarrassing. He gets ready to ask his next question, only to be cut off by Takagi with her next question. The story ends with Nishikata asking when he gets to ask a question, and the manga confirms the answer is never. Like I stated before, the significance of this story really comes from the question that Takagi asks Nishikata. Would he rather put up with her forever or lose her forever? The fact that he would rather put up with her really adds a layer of innocence and fun to the show, especially if you're like me and we're debating whether or not Takagi-san was the story about a bully and her victim. This question in the story and its answer is a huge point against that theory. And that's it for this analysis. I still have Critical Hit, the show's OP, and seating arrangement to go. If you want to request an analyzation of any of the anime stories from Takagi-san, then let me know in the comments below. If you want to catch them as they come out, make sure you subscribe and check out the films I write and direct over at the parent channel Big Joe Productions. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.